Welcome to Southwest Yard and Garden. I'm Curtis Smith. To celebrate the beginning of our third season, we thought we'd do something colorful, so we're at the Meadows in Albuquerque where we're going to put in a flower bed. And we're here with Chris Reno, who's the landscape manager, to show us all the steps involved.
How's it going, Curtis? Welcome.
Doing pretty good. Thanks for showing us this. So how do you build a flower bed here?
Basically, today we're going to go start to finish. We're going to cut out the sod, do some soil amendments, show you how to put in an irrigation system. We'll talk about borders to border it up against grass and other things.
It's a lot of things people might want to do at home.
Basically, everybody's got that ugly spot of grass, and we're going to show you how to get rid of it.
Well, let's go do it.
Let's do it.
Well, Chris, what's the first step in building a flower bed?
Well, as you can see, Jason's going ahead and taking the lawn out of here. This is a bluegrass lawn, so we're just going to cut it out and make sure that we get the roots intact. If it were Bermuda, we would really have to hold off on this project until it gets green and use some chemicals to try and kill the Bermuda first and then take it out. But as you can see, Jay's just going to peel it out and we'll get down to the bare dirt. And that's really about it on this stage.
Step one, removing the grass.
Step one, remove the grass. And you know, when you're removing the grass, make sure you get all the roots. You got to take a good cross section of probably 2 to 3 inches deep to make sure that you get the grass roots out of there. We don't want grass lingering in our bed.
Okay, well, as he finishes this, then we'll go to step 2.
Sounds good.
So Chris, what's the next step?
Once we get the sod out of the way, of course, we want to go ahead and prepare the native soil, give it a little bit of tilling or turning. I mean, you can do this with a potato fork, but I suggest going to the rental center and getting yourself one of these rototillers. They really do the job well.
Yeah. You can till, or you can till by hand. That's extra work and a good exercise, but this is a lot easier with a tiller.
Absolutely. Plus, it kind of breaks your soil up a little more. If you worked all day with the shovel and the potato fork to try and get it busted up to the same level as this, you'd spend all day in the garden.
It looks good.
Great.
Chris, I noticed that the tiller worked through here pretty easily, and then I can feel it's moist. That's a good thing to do, to moisten the soil before you start tilling.
No doubt about it. Otherwise, the tiller will beat you up pretty good, not really do the job you're looking for.
Oh, good. Now, what's the next step?
Next step is we're going to add some soil amendments.
Well, let's do it.
Okay.
What amendment is this you're using?
Basically, we're going to start out with peat moss. And one of the things you need to remember with peat moss is make sure you break it up real well. It comes in compact bales, and you don't want to have problems later on down the road without the prep.
Okay. Okay, now that he's got it chopped up, what's next?
Basically, we want to put down a layer of peat moss. I suggest a 1/2 inch to 1 inch thick. That'll give you some good water retention here in our arid climate.
Hold water in this soil.
Exactly. Plus, it'll break down eventually and do a little bit of feeding next year.
Chris, now that the peat moss is down, do we have any other amendments to use?
Actually, yes. I like to use basically an engineered soil. It's topsoil mixed with some mulch and some sawdust. Gives us good water retention, but it still has sand to be good and heavy, yeah.
So you got manure as well, so some
It's
nutrients?
also got some manure in there. That'll make it a little hot for this spring, but certainly that'll cool off once the nutrients start leaching into the soil.
Looks like it's not too much. So this ought to really contribute some nutrients, some water holding capacity, and really improve the soil.
Exactly.
And so they're just going to spread this over the other?
Basically, we'll put a 1 to 2 inch layer over the top of it, and we'll give it another quick till.
Okay. We mentioned that there was some manure in this engineered soil. We want to point out to people this is not a good time of year to be putting manure in the soil, but there's only a small amount in this engineered soil.
Exactly. The manure that was put in here basically is for nutrients, not really to heat up the soil like most people use manure this time of year.
Okay, we've got the soil prepared. We've got some finishing touches. We'll be back in a little bit to complete